Hello. Sorry about that. My camera cut out. And my battery was low. So I'm back, and this is now going to be part 2 of my books I've died to, / should read, / want to, because I started but haven't finished. So let's crack straight on. So the next book I really want to read is Mr. Penumbras 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. And guys, it's about a magical bookstore. Yes, a magical bookstore. I think that says it all, really. Booktuber, books, magical bookstore. Yes, please. Yeah. Next one is Zombie by Darren Shan, and this is a bind-up and includes Zombie and Zombie Underground. The reason I want to read this more now than I did when it first came out is because I hated the covers of the first books. But now, with this bind-up, with a lovely cover, I really want to read it, and I'm looking forward to it. Next one is Sick by Tom Levine. This is set in a boarding school where these kids start becoming ill, and I think they're turning into zombies or something. But it's set in a school, and I love books set in buildings, and especially schools. So I'm really looking forward to reading it. And the design is amazing. When you slip the dust jacket off, it is also amazing, and so is the spine. So that is another one. Okay, next book is TheDarkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. Please don't shoot me, but no, I haven't read this yet. I did start reading it, but I was in a slump. I can't remember what page I got up to because I took the bookmark out. So I'm just going to have to start this again, because the other two are already out now, so I really want to get on and read and finish this one, so I can pick up the other two. It is a bit of a chunker, it's almost 500 pages, but it looks incredible, so... And I've heard amazing things, and I've heard this one may be a movie too. So, yes, I want to get on the Darkest Minds train. Similar story, started, got really far in, but didn't finish. The Archived by Victoria Schwab. The Unbound is out now, the sequel, and I really want to read it. I was really loving it. I got to page 227, and it's not a very big book. I almost finished it, but I didn't. I really want to get back into this, because I picked it up and started it, then it just went back on my shelf. Which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. Next book I have to show you is Rootless by Chris Howard, which I don't think many people have heard of. But this is about a guy who... I can't remember what he does, but there's something about trees and books and, like, something about the trees running out, so there'll be no books and no paper. And it's set in a futuristic world, and the cover's amazing. So yeah, I really want to read that one. I bought that one so long ago. The next one I want to reread because I read it about a year ago and it was freaking amazing. It's one of the first books I reviewed on my channel. And it's The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. Like I said, it's amazing. I loved it. That's all I can say. It's fantastic. It's a retelling of The Island of Dr. Moreau, and it is just amazing. I think it's set in the 18th century or the 19th century. It doesn't actually mention it in the book. Yeah, it's just incredible. And I know the second book, Her Dark Curiosity, is out now, and the third book is coming out very soon. So, you know, I really want to reread this so I can pick up the second and third books and marathon them, hopefully. Okay, the next book is along the lines of The Shock of the Fall. This is a book that I got because of the content and because I like reading about stuff. Yeah, but anyway, this is We Used to Be Kings by Stuart Foster, and like I said, it's along the same lines as The Shock of the Fall, so I don't really want to delve too much into the story, but this looks really good and intriguing, and the text is quite large, and there's pictures, which is really cool, and I've heard it's really engaging, and very, very emotional and heartfelt, and very well written as well. On Goodreads it has amazing reviews. I think the highest Goodreads rating is 4.95 or something, so it's supposed to be incredible. Next book I really want to read, I bought this so long ago at a charity shop, about 5 years ago, because of the content, and I never got around to reading it. This is another one set in a house, and this is The Levels by Sean Cregan. This is actually a book about a block of flats, but some weird things happen in these block of flats, and apparently it's really good, and it's written really well, and I love the colours. On the inside it's like bright orange, and on the spine it's like bronze. So yeah, this sounded really good, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet, but I really want to read it. It sounds really creepy and dodgy, and apparently there's a lot of like drugs and violence in this, and like rape and stuff. And I know it sounds horrible, but that kind of draws me into it. So I really want to read it. Actually, let me know if you've read The Levels, because, like I said, I really want to read it. Sorry, I'm going to have another sip of coffee. Oh no, it's all gone. I'm going to have to get another one in a minute. Anyway, not many books left now, so I'll crack on. Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers, whatever. Anyway, amazing cover. Set really long ago. This is His Fair Assassin book 1, and it's set, I don't even know when it's set, but it's set a long time ago, and apparently it's amazing. And it's about assassins, like religious women, I think, but they're assassins or something. Apparently it's amazing. And I know the second one's out now, and the third one comes out really soon, so I really want to get onto this bad boy. I was going to give this away, but then I Goodreads it, or whatever. I looked on Goodreads, and the reviews have been absolutely amazing, which I didn't expect. So I kept it, and I really, really, really should get on this. But again, it's a humongous book. Almost 500 pages, but if you look at the text is absolutely humongous. So I reckon I could get 3 or 4 chapters done in 10-20 minutes. So I think I should get through this pretty quickly, actually, when I do pick it up. Next book is Trash by Andy Mulligan. I'm really interested in books about different cultures and different countries, and this book is about a boy called Rafael Fernandez and one of his friends called Gardo and Rat, and they live on a rubbish tip in Spain, I think, like the poor part of Spain, and one day they find something in the rubbish dump that they shouldn't find, and they are chased, and there's a secret, and apparently it's amazing. And yeah, I really want to read it. And I've heard that this is one of these books you have to read, like you just have to read, if you like books about different cultures and stuff. And it's only 211 pages, so it shouldn't take me that long to read. And the cover is amazing. It's even better up close. I mean, I don't know if you can actually see that very well. If you look at the back, that gives you a kind of idea of the front cover. But yeah, it just looks incredible, and it's really short, and I just really want to read it. Next book is one that I started. No, actually, I did read this, but I want to reread it because I did a video a little while ago about The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and there's a story to go with that my friend, I read The Bone Season and loved it, and recommended it to my friend and gave it to her to read, but unfortunately she moved away because things got bad for her, and she took my copy of The Bone Season with her, but she sent me one, and she said she's already pre-ordered the mime order for me. So before the mime order comes out, I want to reread The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This is a beast, but I remember last time I read it in about a week, which is quick for me, seeing as it is just over 450 pages. And I know there's a movie of this that's going to come out, and I know this is going to be a 7-book series. So I'm really looking forward to the whole series and the movie. And I really want to reread it before I read the mime order to refresh my memory, because I read this so long ago. I read this when I went to Wales about 7 or 8 months ago. Yeah, so I really want to read this. And the cover is amazing. Okay, and there's only 2 more books to go. So, the next book I started, but I didn't get very far in. Not because it was bad, or I was loving it, but something happened and I had to stop reading it for a little while, and then I just never picked it up again. And that is Dreams and Shadows by C. Robert Cargill. This is a modern fairy tale. about a kid called Dithers, and he discovers that he is magical, or he is more. There's more to him than he originally thinks. But anyway, I know the sequel of this, The Queen of the Dark Things, is out now, and apparently that's epic. Yeah, and I really want to get back into this. I mean, I read up to like 100 pages, and it was amazing. And yeah. And when I read it, like 100 pages took me about 2 days to read because it was that good. I took it with me everywhere. But unfortunately I couldn't continue with it, so I had to put it down. But I really want to get back into it so I can pick up the sequel, because the third book also comes out at the end of this year. And I think it's going to be a series. I think there's 4. So I really want to get the others as well. And the last book, guys, well, it's a series, but I only have 3 of the books because I gave my copies of these books to my friend because he said he was going to read them. I've talked about this on my channel before. And he hasn't got around to reading them. But I really wanted to collect them again. So I picked up the first 3 anyway. And this shouldn't come as a surprise. I don't know why this wasn't the first book I showed you. But it's the Harry Potter series. Obviously I'm only showing you 1 because there are 7 books. I only have 3 books at the moment because, like I said, I gave my friend my other copies because he wanted to read them, but he hasn't read them. Yeah, I don't really need to say why I want to read these. Well, actually, I want to read these because I haven't read them since I read the last Harry Potter book, which is terrible. I should read them again. And I did start this. As you can tell, I'm on page 37, chapter... What is this chapter? I'm just finding out. Chapter 3, The Letters from No One. So yeah, I did start it, and I really want to get back into it because it's a really quick read. And I have the other 2, I have 2 more, and then I need to get the rest of the series, and I want to get them in the English hardbacks because they're lovely. Yes. So yes, that's that one. So, sorry that the camera cut out in part 1, but thank you, if you have, thank you for watching both of these videos. Let me know if you've read any of those books and what you thought about them. And tell me which ones you think I should read before any others. And that's it. I mean, I'd love to see videos like this from you guys. Let me know any books that you really want to read, any that you should read, any that you're dying to read, any that you should reread, or any that you started but didn't finish and really want to get back to. That is the idea of this video. So yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please click like. If you wish, you may hit the subscribe button. It's always good to get more subscribers. And yeah, I will see you again soon. Happy reading. And thanks for sticking with me for both videos, because I know it's a bit of a mission, but you did it. Well, sorry, I'm just reaching around the front of my camera. Yes, so those are all the books. And yes, it is a lot. Goodbye.